You tried sharing something that is deeply true for you with someone, but you could not just share it. Something within you kept holding back. Something within you felt unsafe being vulnerable. Maybe because in the past you shared something with someone and you felt even more exposed. You felt even more unsettled and dysregulated. But then, sometimes in your past, you had been vulnerable, shared what is very deeply true to you with someone, and you felt relief, you felt lighter, and you felt healed. Why does this happen? Why does sometimes vulnerability heals us, where other times vulnerability unsettles us? In this video, I'm going to share with you why this happens and why vulnerability may not be all about courage and forcing yourself to say things, but rather about healing yourself first. So let's explore this. So why does vulnerability sometimes feels good, brings healing, and then other times it brings us this unsettled feeling, makes us feel even more dysregulated and unsafe? Why does it happen? It happens because of our healing. When our healing has happened, when we have integrated the lessons about the truths that we want to share with somebody or with the world, and when we have embodied the lesson, that is when we, if we are going to share, we are not going to feel dysregulated. We are not going to feel unsafe. We are not going to risk our inner alignment. But oftentimes, what we do is we want to share things and be vulnerable when we have not healed properly, when we have not understood the lesson or integrated or embodied the lesson. We just want to unload ourselves. We just want to be seen, be witnessed, be held, because it's just heavy for us to carry what we are going through by ourselves. And if at this moment, when you are so fragile, if at that vulnerable moment, if you decide to go and share your deepest truths with somebody or with the world, which is quite an unsafe place, then you are risking, or rather guaranteeing, dysregulation and feeling exposed because you have not healed. So you're taking off your armor in the battlefield, not in your home. So this is the thing. This is why sometimes vulnerability feels extremely freeing and sometimes it exposes us. Because it's all about, are you taking off your armor in the battlefield or in your home? You see? So vulnerability in itself is not a problem. When you are and in what situation you are being vulnerable, that is the issue. You see? So when you are carrying your truths alone, you of course want to unload. Of course, you want to be heard and witnessed. But you have to be careful where you do that because you are still fragile, you're still wounded, you are not healed. You do not take off your armor in a battlefield where, of course, somebody is going to hit you. Somebody make a sharp comment, somebody make a criticism, somebody say something offensive, and then you are going to regret being vulnerable. That is precisely what is happening for so many of us. We taking off armors at the wrong places. I'm not saying don't take your armor off. I'm just saying be conscious about it, where you take it off. So when you, let's say, go to a trained therapist or a coach or to a friend, a very good friend whom you have trust on, somebody who has held space for you for a very long time, these are places where you can be vulnerable and share your truth even when you have not completely integrated it, when you have not completely healed and embodied it, because they are going to hold space for you. These are safe places to take off your armor. But when you have not healed, do not go out sharing with people that you do not know. Do not go announcing your truths with the world, because you would not like it when the comments come, when the remarks come, when the questions come. Not because those questions and remarks and criticisms are bad, but because you are not ready to tackle it, because you are not healed. So you see, vulnerability is not a problem. Vulnerability has never been a problem. The problem has been something completely else. It's about where and when we are being vulnerable. So if you have received the clarity, you can see the distinction. One is a vulnerability from wholeness when you have actually healed. Another is a vulnerability from woundedness. When we are operating from vulnerability, from woundedness, we are seeking validation, we are seeking witnessing, we are seeking space, somebody who can hold space for us. When we are operating from vulnerability, from wholeness, we are seeking none of it. We are seeking expression, we are seeking authenticity, we are seeking our embodiment to shine into the world for somebody else to receive. Completely different situations, right? So, what I would suggest to you, if you're somebody who is listening to this and is resonating with what I'm sharing here, is that before being vulnerable, ask yourself this question: where are you at in your healing journey with this? Are you feeling completely healed? Or do you think there is still work involved? If there is work that is still involved, there's still healing to be done, then be conscious about your vulnerability. Be conscious about where and when you are going to be vulnerable with your truth, right? So I hope you have enjoyed and resonated with what I've shared in this video. And if you have, then do leave a comment with what has resonated. And if you're somebody who has recognized yourself in this conversation, and if you have noticed how often you hold back your truth or you struggle to express, what you really feel, then I also share a weekly newsletter that goes deeper into this work. Each week, I share reflections, insights, and observations that is designed to help you cultivate greater inner harmony, reconnect with your inner guidance, and create a life that feels more aligned with who you truly are. If you'd like to receive these reflections from me, then you will find a link for signing up for my newsletters in the description below. So if you have enjoyed the video, do leave a comment and give this video a like, and subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and click the bell notification so that you never miss a video when I release one. So I hope you have enjoyed, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.